What is Gucci, everybody? It's AJ again, and today I want to make a video about great sites to turn for great in-depth programming videos. Now, obviously, I make programming videos, but I am not nearly as good as these sites that you may or may not have to pay for and have a huge group of people working behind them, and I just want to show you guys these sites so you can be aware of them and know about them if you are ever interested in learning great programming skills. Now, the site I'm at right now is my favorite learning site. It is called Lynda.com. It is called Lynda.com because the founder name is Lynda Weinman, I believe, and she is one of the first people to ever write a programming tutorial book. She wrote that book about HTML. And Lynda teaches you through videos and is also, you must pay for it, a monthly payment of $25 a month. If you work through your university, or if your university has a subscription, such as Virginia Tech, like I do, that's why I'm on right now, you can get it for free. So check if your university possibly has a subscription, but otherwise it's $25 a month. And what Lynda does is it uses video tutorials to guide you through programming examples and projects, as well as basic lessons to learn a language. So as you can see here, I've opened the software tab. They also have subjects such as audio or business or blogs and general overview of other things such as your devices or marketing and other great tutorials. But what I'm more concerned about is the software. And the software is great. As you can see, they have a great selection just in the A category, from things you've never heard of to things you may be very familiar with, such as Android to Apache to Apple to AutoCAD, if you know what that is. Now, for instance, again, across the board, they have almost anything you want. They have a MATLAB tutorial, a MySQL tutorial, Windows Phone, Web Matrix, Word, Microsoft Word, to something as simple as YouTube and Yahoo. Now, Lynda.com takes a basic approach. A lot of tutorials are beginner tutorials, so they act like you don't know much. So they take baby steps with you and teach you everything from, even if you know nothing about programming or anything, even about a loop or a conditional. Sorry, I had to burp there. A conditional statement, to the grandiose advances, so you can talk to someone about your project. For instance, here I'm on the iOS development page, and they have so many topics for you to do. For instance, you can watch a tutorial on building a basic note-taking app, to teaching with the iPad, and you can also watch the great tutorials they have are called essential trainings, which take you from a beginner level. As you can see here, they're little modifiers to tell you what they're ranked at, and will take you from a beginner to basically an intermediate or advanced learner at the iOS level. And this will allow you to watch more tutorials and be able to either put on your resume or maybe possibly get a job with it. And that's why I love Lynda. If you're committed and watch, the tutorials can range from an hour to possibly 12 hours. This tutorial is 6 hours, or even longer possibly than 12 hours. I haven't seen any longer. And they really teach you a lot, and if you pay attention, they're usually about 5 to 10 minutes each tutorial, and they're separated into parts. It's not just a movie. You just watch all the videos as you see here, and then you can easily, either make your app at the end or use that in another way of life, which is great. So Lynda.com is something I highly recommend. It has almost anything you want. I really don't think it has anything you don't want. I don't know anyone who doesn't have a project that can't be used with Lynda.com. But the next site I want to show you guys is a little more hardcore site called Pluralsight.com. Now, Pluralsight, as you can see at the top left here, is for hardcore developer training. So it's for more than just beginners, unlike Lynda.com. And Pluralsight will cost you anywhere from $29 to $50. There are two deals: the $29 deal, where you just get to watch the videos, and the $50 deal, where you get videos, exercise files, which are the projects they use in the videos, to quizzes, to certification tests possibly. So what Pluralsight does is it moves a little bit faster, and it moves a lot faster from the basics to get to the advancements further and cover more than Lynda.com. But Lynda.com spends a lot of time getting the basics so you really know what you're doing and really explaining everything that's going on. That's what I like about Lynda. Pluralsight gets to the advancements, so it expects the basic groundwork and everything like that. That's about all I have to say about Pluralsight. The next site I'm going to show you guys is Coursera. And basically, this is a way to take college courses online for free. But what I'm concerned about here is the online courses. And if I go to the courses and you see they have a nice category of CS classes. Let me just do the software engineering classes, but they have theory, artificial intelligence, systems and security, and that's about it. But as you can see here, they have anything from beginning game program with C# to algorithms, taught by a Princeton University teacher. Robert Sedgwick is actually very famous for his algorithm book. You can Google it if you want. To a great course I took, an introduction to Python, which is through making games and a cool graphic interface with Code Sculptor, I believe it is called, and then another algorithms part 2, and classes taught by people at Vanderbilt University, Stanford University, very prestigious universities, very prestigious teachers, and you can learn from them. And the classes actually work like real classes. You have a video lesson, you have homework, you have projects, maybe you may even have a group project, and then you have a quiz, and you even have a final at the end if the course deems it. And if it is allowed, you can get a certificate for the course. Now, it's up to the real world to decide if they accept that sort of certificate, but you can get a certificate of this class and show possibly employers or someone else that you really tried to learn this material. And Coursera is a great course, and I do think it is the future of online college learning. The next class I have is Code Academy. Now, Code Academy, as well as Coursera, I forgot to mention, are both free, unlike lynda.com and pluralsight.com. Now, Code Academy is different than the other 3 videos in that all the other 3 sites I showed you use basically video to explain their lessons or tutorials or programming techniques to you. Code Academy doesn't really do videos. What they do is they have projects and text on the side that allows you to see what's going on. So if I type this here and then type alert, and I messed up there. But anyway, Code Academy allows you to take a project-oriented view where they tell you, what needs to be done in the project while teaching you enough to be able to advance even if you know nothing. And Code Academy goes primarily with the web-based languages such as jQuery, JavaScript, PHP, Python, and Ruby, so you can learn those and be able to easily program for the web or a server, which is great. So that about does it for this tutorial. There are other sites, but these are my favorites, and I do love the 3 sites I showed you first with the video learning. That's the way I learn best, through seeing. But Code Academy does a more by doing approach, and that's great too. But these sites are all great, and I suggest you guys check them out if you're willing to deal out the dough. Or for instance, Coursera and Code Academy are, you get what you pay for, which is your effort. And that's what really all these things come down to, is how much are you willing to try to learn these concepts. And that's what's great about programming, and life, is that it comes down to how much you want it. Well, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Bye.